Good morning and welcome back to another video. Don't mind me with all my layers on. It is 5 AM, well just gone 5 AM. I'm at work on the gym floor this morning. I feel like my brain's just taking a little while to switch on here. So I've got up, let Wesley out for a wee. I've like splashed my face with cold water and done a little bit of skincare. And then I've just been having some drinks to rehydrate. So if you've watched any of my other sort of what I eat in a day videos, I just have apple cider vinegar, I have a shot with some water, some celery juice, and then I have some pure aloe vera, and then some electrolytes just to rehydrate. And then when I get to work, I'll have a green shake and a coffee. So I'm just going to get ready for work. I don't have an awful lot of time. I start just after 6, so I have to be nice and quick. So I do a really simple makeup, just tidy my hair up, really simple hair, and then throw my clothes on. And I live very close, thankfully, so I don't have too far to drive. Also wearing my snuggie on top of my pyjamas and then my dressing gown on top because I'm always so cold on one, and I know I've got to open the door to let Wesley out for the toilet, so I'm like, oh. And like I feel totally fine, but it's nice to just feel a little bit snug still. So then I splash my face with cold water just because it wakes us up, and then I sometimes use the ice roller really quickly on my face. But I went to bed really early last night, so I went to bed. Got into bed before 9 o'clock and read my book, and then my eyes went, so I fell asleep just after 9. I woke up for a little bit, like 2:45, I needed the toilet and stuff, and then I managed to doze back off, and then alarm went off at 5 and I get up straight away. So I feel so much better when I don't snooze. So I'm gonna go and get ready now, and then head up to work for first PTs of the day. This is the ice roller that I like to use. Just really like wakes us up, like the cold on my face. I just got this off Amazon. I think it was like £8. Just has ice roller on it, and then I just keep it in the freezer in like a little bag so it doesn't touch anything else. Oh, it feels so nice on my eyes, like lush. Wesley likes to sit on the bed when I get ready. Oh dear, big yawn. So just like every other morning, I'll do my journaling really quickly before I get ready with the assistance of Wesley. Oh, this was worth sharing this morning. I do love what I do. So this is just what's inside. I'm not sure what I write. So then I fill it out at the end of the day. But just kind of what I'm grateful for, a daily little affirmation, and then things that I need to do today. So the top 3 are like highlighted as like the most important. So the makeup that I wear is really light. I don't really wear very heavy makeup anyway unless I'm going like out. So I use this L'Oreal BB cream just on my skin, just freshens it up a little bit. Just a bit of concealer, mascara, nothing major, an OTT, and it literally takes us 10 minutes. See? Love the belly rubs too. Right, so makeup is done, so I look a little bit more, oh god, my straightners just nearly fell off the side there when I tried to turn them on. Yeah, so just really simple, look a bit more alive, have a bit more colour in my face. I still have some nice eye bags there, nice 5 AM start eye bags. So now I'll just like run the straighteners just over the front of my hair just to tidy it up, and then I just tie it up for work. It's so much easier, and I like it just away out of my face, and obviously for my workout as well. There's my straighteners ready, so that's my cue to sort my hair out. So I just use like a heat protection spray on my hair. Oh, I'm very out of focus because of the straighteners. I use a heat protection spray, and then I'll just go around. Oh, there I am. go around just the edges, which probably helps through the week to just not have as much damage on my hair by going like right through my hair with straighteners and heat all the time. Once I've just like straightened my hair, I'll put my clothes on and then finish my hair off after, because I found that when I was doing my hair with all of these layers on and then putting like the clothes over my head, it was making my hair a mess, so I'd rather save myself the bother and the time and do my hair after I've got ready. So pulled my clothes on, just threw my hair up into a ponytail because my hair's actually quite straight today. Normally after bedtime it's like in like kinks and stuff. Oh, got Wesley. So we're going to get work sorted, coats on. Wesley comes to work with us, which everybody loves. And then we'll get going and get up to the gym. This is today's outfit. This is just a Primark bra, Shein leggings, and then some Adidas tube socks and wear my Converse. Obviously a nice big jumper because it will be cold in the gym. So Wesley's got his coat on ready. I'm ready to go, layered up, a nice big jumper. My gilet, I've also got like a thin long sleeve top on under here. And then with my Converse today. I like a nice flat shoe for leg day, so let's go. Just got to work. Love how light it is. I really noticed a difference from last week. Right, so at work, the lights on and everything. I put the music on a minute, just making a coffee. And I've also got my green shake, so I'll just drink both of these through my first group PT session. Oh, there's the coffee. It's starting to smell really nice. So because it's so early, I mean, I don't really have much time to eat, but I'm not really that hungry, to be honest. The green shake, and obviously I have a lot of liquid on a morning anyway, but the green shake and the coffee just sort of fill us up. And then once I've finished work, yeah, it's like 45 minutes to an hour, I'll have a pre-workout snack. So I've made some homemade high-protein Rice crispy cakes instead of buying the squares bars. So I'll do the proper taste test today. I had a little taste yesterday that tasted good, and they smell really nice in the fridge because they're white chocolate and salted caramel. So I use white chocolate protein and salted caramel syrup to stick them. Oh my god, it smells so nice. So I'll have that after this when I finish work, and then I'll get cracking with my lower body session. So start of a new training block today. So you know, I'll be sussing out the weights a little bit, but I'll take it along with us. I won't be able to film any of my clients for the next bit. I just don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. So I will be back on once I finish work and show you my little pre-workout Rice crispy cakes. So just finished my first PTs of the day. I feel like I'm so snotty. I'm so cold. Like, it's quite mild today as well. It's just because this building's breeze block seems to just trap the cold in, and when it gets warm it'll trap the heat in and we'll never be happy, but never mind. So I've had my green shake, my coffee, and then I've got my little Rice crispy. I was going to make them as bars, but I thought I've got these are really good actually. They're like I got them off Amazon. They're like plastic, like reusable, like muffin cases. So they're really handy. I thought they'd be easier than trying to like make it and cut it on a tray and stuff, and easier to fit in the fridge than fit in a whole tray, and just leave it set in the fridge. So I'm gonna have it. Smells so nice. Literally smells unreal. And then I've got my clear whey that I have during my workout, so I'm gonna have that now with Wes, and then get going, and I'll talk you through my workout. Right, so time to get warm. I feel so cold this morning. I'm going to start with 5 to 10 minutes on the treadmill, just get the blood flowing, and then I'll do some active stretches. So I've got some leg swings, some dynamic hamstring stretching, a few little bits, so I'll record that, and then I do some stuff with the band. Now there's so much I think about activation. It's not really necessarily about activating the glutes, it's more about warming them up. So using the band before a lower body workout just gets the blood pumping to the glutes. For me, it kind of does help because I'm very quad dominant, so it helps to sort of get those muscles like alive and kicking, like, okay, I need to do some work. I have noticed a difference when doing like non-banded warm-up and like banded warm up before my workout. So yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, this is a new program, so I haven't done any of these before. So I'm excited. I love the first day of a new program, or the first week even, just doing all the new exercises and sussing everything out. So yeah, I'm gonna get going so I can actually warm up.
So as I mentioned, I always start with a warm up on treadmill, just a sort of gentle-ish pace walk. I start to pick it up as time goes on. Normally do like 5 to 10 minutes, just to get the blood flowing around the muscles. Once I've finished on the treadmill, I always start with leg swings. So I do forward and back. Normally do about 10 on each side. I sometimes do a sort of lateral swing as well. Yes, and I switch over legs and do the same on the other side and just try to increase the range of motion. Then I do some dynamic stretches. So first up, these are lateral hip openers. So staying in a sort of wide lunge stance and moving side to side, staying nice and low. So this opens up your hips and then stretches the inside of your thighs. And I move into a dynamic hamstring stretch. Again, just loosens off the hammies. I try to increase the range of motion with each one on these. I normally do it anywhere between like 8 to sort of 12 for each leg. So just swapping the sides to get nice and loose, and again get the blood flowing. Then I'll go into, I don't actually know what this is called, but sort of like a squat. Keep your fingers or your hands on your toes, and sort of stand up straight, stretch out your hammies, and then squat down as low as you can. And then once I'm finished this, I'll stay down usually and go in to just sort of gently put my elbows inside of my knees and just gently push it open for about 10 to 15 reps. And then I'll go back to a similar sort of one to before there and do basically a bodyweight or DL or good morning. So just focusing on pushing my hips back and then squeezing my glutes up at the top without hyperextending my back. Then I move in to bodyweight walking lunges, really focusing on taking my time with these, driving up through my heel. So a good one for lunges, if you struggle with your balance, is to step forward and out to the side slightly, as you can see I'm doing here, just with the length of the track and back. Then going to banded crab walk. So again, sitting my hips back, so I'm leaning forward to really stretch out the glutes, and putting the weight into my heels. So I'm not fully bringing my feet together here. You can sort of see, keeping tension on the band throughout the full movement. So just doing the same amount of steps each way. And normally do this for sort of 30 seconds to 60 seconds. And then keep the band on, head down to the floor, and do a bodyweight glute bridge accompanied by Leslie. So again, I've got my feet wide enough so that there's constant tension on the band and driving up through my heels throughout the full movement for this one.
Right, so I'm all warmed up. I can definitely feel the blood flowing. I feel much warmer. I did nearly 10 minutes walking just to make sure that I was nice and warm. Like, never ever underestimate the power of a good warm up. Honestly, like, it makes all the difference to my session. So I'm gonna get started now. I've got five exercises. Again, not overcomplicating it, keeping it simple. You know, you don't need to do loads and loads of exercises. I've got 3 to 4 sets on each one. Really focus because it's the first week. I won't be going mega heavy. I'll be going around 70 to 80% of what I think will be right for this. There'll be a bit of a warm-up set for each one though, just to sort of gauge the weight for the rep range. Today's like a lighter, higher rep day. Other 2 leg days are heavier. So yeah, I feel like I'm a bit out of breath, sorry, that's so bad. But yeah, so a little bit lighter. I'll be gauging the weight with a warm-up set for each one. I'm starting with a cast glute bridge. I find this a little bit better than hip thrusts for glute engagement. Sometimes hip thrusts, when they get heavy, I feel it more in my quads. I do have the hip thrust machine later this week in one of my other sessions, but I also like to include the cast glute bridge in there. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. Also, I do have music on it, I'm not just training in the silence, just YouTube's blocked my videos before for copyright reasons, so I just had to pause the music while I chat, so I'll put it back on for my workout.
So I started with a calf glute bridge. I find these much better than hip thrusts for me to feel them in my glutes since I'm so quad dominant, so it's a smaller range of motion. Really squeeze up at the top. Then I moved into 45-degree kickbacks. So turning your toe out and going back at a 45-degree angle. These are really good for developing the gluteus medius, otherwise known as the side booty. But I really feel these in there. I like to stand on a bit of a platform. Make sure you bring your working leg in front of the foot of your static leg to get a nice big full range of motion and really stretch the glute out and then squeeze in, so you're lengthening and shortening. I then moved in to Bulgarian split squats. I mean, we all just love to hate these, such good exercise, but so painful. So driving up through the heel of the front leg, if you lean your torso slightly forward, it helps to lengthen the glute out at the back. A longer stride like this will help to target your glutes and hammies a bit more, and then a shorter stance for your quads. Then moved into a deficit squat. Added these with a belt just for the weight that I wanted to use, but you could do these by holding the weight between your legs. So this is a wider stance to target the hammies, keeping your chest up, driving up through your heels, and I've turned my toes slightly out to target the glutes a bit more in these as well. Apologies, I did not realise how bad the camera angle was on these, but these are RDLs. So feet about hip width apart, keeping your legs nice and straight but not locking the knee out. Think about pushing your bum back towards the wall behind you, barbell close to your body at all times.
So I've just finished the strength part of my workout. I feel like I've got a nice glute pump. I feel like my quads and hammies as well. I'm going to finish off with some sprints. So this is a newly added bit of cardio for this phase. Just 10 minutes, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So 30 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. I don't know whether to say off or rest there. So I'm going to finish with that. I'll do some lower body stretching, and then I'm going to have a little sauna and then have my breakfast.
So as I said, for these, I did 30 seconds sprinting, 30 seconds resting where I fully come off to the side. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, just turn the speed up and down, or maybe try a different machine like a bike where you can stop fully, but you don't have to fully stop. You could just walk at a slow pace. So these are new into my program this week to up my cardio. Then I finished off with some lower body stretching. So I started with this stretch. I've actually cropped the video, so I already did the other leg. I haven't just done one leg. By the way, it was really nice on your glutes, that one, and on your lower back as well. Then I went into a kneeling hip flexor stretch. So push your hips forward, really stretch them out, and then you should also feel stretched down the front of your leg and your quad. And then sit my hips back to do a kneeling hamstring stretch. Just lean the torso slightly forward. Obviously, if you've got a dog there, that's also really nice. Leaning your torso forward just so you can feel a nice stretch. It shouldn't be painful. It should feel, like you're stretching your muscles out basically. And then just repeat that on the other side. So I do exactly the same. I hold all of these 30 seconds. You could do these on a rest day and hold them for a bit longer, or repeat and do a few rounds to really get a nice good stretch. And then once I've finished both legs, I go into a downward dog to push my chest towards my legs, and then sometimes pedal my feet out, but I've just done this static. Walk my hands towards my legs, keep my legs nice and straight, and then just hang there. This is such a nice stretch, one of my favourites. And then when I'm done, I'll slowly come up and make sure my head comes up last so I don't feel lightheaded.
So all done. Just came in the office, made a cup, I tidied up and stuff. Whilst the sauna was heating up, so I've just got a little portable infrared sauna just from Amazon. Absolutely swear by it. It's really nice to warm up actually when it's been cold over the winter. So many health benefits of using infrared saunas as well. So that's why we got it, and it's portable, so sometimes I take it down home and your head like sticks at the top. So I sit and watch the telly. It's really, really good for recovery and stuff as well. So I just have like 10-15 minutes after my workouts when I train in Poise. I train in Poise 3 times a week, and then I train at a gym around the corner from us. For those that don't know, it's called Bodyweight. Train there on my days off, just because the times I want to train, I've said this before in another video, but the times I want to train, Ashley has her clients in and our clients have got to come first. Also, like, it's my day off work, and as much as I love Poise, I absolutely adore it, I do like some time away. And like I say, I'd happily train here all the time if I could, but also, you know, as much as I'm glad to be here, it is good to have that mental break away from work. Like, whatever your job is, you need some time away from it. Like, I'm so passionate about this job, but one thing I learned last year was that I really need to take, like, you know, adequate time off and time away, like, from it to feel nice and refreshed. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little sauna. I normally meditate when I do that as well. And then I'm gonna have my breakfast, so I'll show you that. So this is the sauna. I normally leave it for a couple of minutes just to heat up. So just where I've been making my cup band stuff, I've done that. And then I'll show you when I'm in it. So it's just like a little seat inside, and then there's like a temperature gauge there as well. So this is it. So I mean, I haven't zipped it right up. I need to do that really. So you zip it right up so your head pops out. There's little zip things for your arms. So like the temperature things like in this pocket here. I normally do zip and have my arms inside, and like I say, put my meditation on and do that for like 10-15 minutes. I've just got my arms out now so I can hold the camera. But yeah, like it's so canny, you know. Like, so this goes up to 75 degrees. I think you can get them hotter. It was about 140 quid off Amazon. I just love Amazon Prime, it's the best. But yeah, a very good investment that like for us anyway. Something for me that I wish I'd known about this in the lockdown, especially when I was like, just when we went the first lockdown in the UK. I was having saunas at the gym I was going to as part of my breast implant illness, like recovery. They said it's really good to like get toxins out of your body. And then obviously everything's shut, and I just wish I'd known about this, because the ones that I see at the time were like 500 quid, and I was like, I can't justify that, like. So this has been amazing. I just wish I'd found it sooner. It's not something you have to have or something you have to do. You know, if you're fortunate enough to go to a gym that's got one, I would recommend using them. I only use it like 3 times a week, maybe 4 if I take it home, but I haven't taken it home for a while. Like I say, it just folds up. It's so handy than the chair. It's just like a camping chair, it just folds up. I do sometimes put my head under as well. But yeah, it's amazing. So I'm going to chill, meditate, and then I'll show you my breakfast. So for breakfast this week, I've made some more Weetabix cheesecakes for my busy work mornings. It's so easy to prep. So this is banana matcha flavour, so I'm going to add some banana to it. This is like the best banana cutter ever. And then enjoy it basically. I just mixed some yogurt, soft cheese, and some banana flavour protein powder and some matcha powder in for the top, and then the base is literally just Weetabix, and I've sprinkled some flaked almonds, pumpkin seeds and coconut on the top, and then I'm going to add the banana. So easy to make. I've made like 3 different ones this week. They're on my Instagram if you want to take a look. But yes, I'm going to sit and enjoy this now, and then I've got one more PT for this morning. So back from work, I've just done the dishes of everything that I used this morning, like my breakfast, Tupperware and stuff, and set up my laptop ready to start check-ins. So Monday is like my big check-in day. Some people have a Tuesday, just depending on the time difference about where like they are in the world, just because I've got like my face-to-face clients booked in and stuff, and just making sure that I'm not just like rushing through everyone's check-ins. But Monday is the big check-in day. I'm not back to the gym tonight till 6 o'clock. I've just got my evening group PT in 6:15 till 7, so that's the only other thing. So pretty much now for the rest of the day I'll solidly be working through check-ins and making any amendments and changes to people's programming. I'll not do any big changes. I do those later in the week again, so as I was saying there before, just to concentrate on everyone's check-ins so that I'm giving them my all. So yeah, it's pretty like an intense day now. So I mean, I've hit, I think I'm at, yeah, like over 10,000 steps. It's 11:15. So like, I've had a busy morning, so I'll be sat down for pretty much the rest of the day now until I go back to work. I do take Wesley for a walk normally around 3, so I've got like a solid couple of hours work. I have a break to have some food, which I'll show you, and then I work a bit longer, take Wes for a walk, and then work some more, and then I go back to work, and then that's it, done after that. Maybe check if I've got a couple of messages, but then again I'll just pick it up tomorrow. So yes, I'm gonna crack on. I've got lots to get through, but I do love check-in day. They always just make us feel so good, like hearing how everyone's getting on, and even if someone's having a bad week, you know, I've got like really genuinely, not just saying it, lovely clients, and it's just nice to catch up with them, and it's nice to just have such a different array of clients, as I say, from all over the world. Like, it helps me learn stuff too, so absolutely love it, and love to hear how people are getting on, and if they're not getting on so great, then I can help and advise with those few little things for the week ahead. So yes, I'll crack on, and then I'll show you my next meal that I'm going to be having when I have a little break. So just made some food. I've got so I know I've mentioned this before, and if you follow us on Instagram, I've talked about this a lot, using up food in the freezer and the cupboards, like long light food, and then I add some fresh veggies in to keep my food shopping price down as much as possible. So I've got some chickpea pasta, so they had that on offer, to be fair, but it's a little bit higher in protein, which is decent. Mixed that in with some pesto, and I've got broccoli, and I've got some veggie balls from IKEA, which I had in the freezer. I've been there for ages. They're very nice, to be fair. And some cheese on top, so very delicious. Add a little bit of salt and pepper. Absolutely love pesto, so I'm gonna enjoy this now. So just finished my food there and done the dishes, and I thought I should probably mention before I crack back on with some work that I'm actually on a diet break this week. I know obviously it says in the title, but diet breaks are really important. You know, dieting is essentially starving your body, so this gives your body a sort of chance to properly recover by having more fuel. So I'm only just up to maintenance calories. I haven't changed anything about my training or anything like that. It can also actually help with weight loss, to prevent any of the negative metabolic adaptations that can happen with dieting. So it just gives your body a chance really to recover, and recovery and rest such a big part of our fitness journeys, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight and build muscle. So yeah, so I'm just at maintenance calories, so I'm not going into a surplus. It's not going to make us gain any weight. I might see scale fluctuations just due to a higher volume of food that our body's not been used to over the last 6 weeks, but again, it's temporary. It's probably just most likely going to be water retention, and I am actually in the lead up to my period. I'm due on in like a week, so I'm likely to see more water retention anyway, but that's why I've timed this in halfway through, and I knew this week anyway I'd have increased hunger, so these extra couple of 100 calories up to my maintenance is probably really going to help us through this sort of luteal phase, because the luteal phase, every cycle you burn 100 to 300 calories more per day, and so if you're already in a deficit, it takes you into an even bigger deficit, and it's very hard. And I was really feeling it at the end of last week, and even when I had like a pizza on Saturday night, I still like, you know, fit it within my deficit calories. I just even felt so much better for having such a big meal, because I was really starting to feel that hunger creeping in as I was entering into this part of my cycle and the build up to my period. So you're burning more calories essentially because your body's doing more work internally to release the egg, and all that jazz. But that's a video for another day. I have actually done a previous YouTube video on female hormones and stuff like that. It's a topic that I'm very passionate about. It really does affect your progress, your results, and it's important to take it in and factor it in, and take it into consideration if you want to get good results. So that's part of the reason why I'm having a diet break now as well, because I knew I'd have cravings, and I don't want to just like try and put off the cravings and then have a huge binge and, you know, go into a surplus. Whereas if I manage it up to maintenance, and this is something I do with my clients, manage it up to maintenance, like I'm sort of in control of that, and I know I'm having some extra food for my body that it needs. And as I say, diet breaks are beneficial for other reasons too, but trying to get it in line with your cycle really does help. So yeah, that's just a little background on that I thought I would explain. So I'm going to crack on with some more work. I'm going to walk Wesley, and then I normally have a little snack, do my social media posts, and then go back up to work. I've just got back from a walk with Wesley. I also had the dentist before for a skin and polish, which I nearly forgot about. So my teeth feel so nice now, and I almost feel bad about eating and drinking this cuppa, but it's happening. So I'm having a peppermint tea with some white chocolate flavour drops. Honestly, so nice. It's one of my favourite things to have when I really want something sweet. So I've got PhD white chocolate blondie bar, which is one of my faves. So I'm going to sit and have that, get my Instagram posts on, just check my client messages, and then I'm back up to the gym for final PTs of the day. I've done so many steps today actually. It's been on a lush long walk with Wes. It was quite warm this morning, but it's cooled down a bit now, so just gonna chill for a bit. And I'll normally sit here at the kitchen table when I'm on my laptop, but since it's just work I've got left to do on my phone for today, I'm gonna sit on the settee and have a snug with Wesley. So this is like my last snack of the day, and then, well, I say my last snack, like, it's been my only snack really, my pre-workout one. And then I'll obviously go to work and come back, and then I have my oats then, so I'll show you all that. But yeah, so I'm back from work. I'm so tired now, like it's been such a busy day. I've done like 20,000 steps. Had a shower. I actually had a cold shower. Like I felt a little bit cold, but I psyched myself up to have one. It makes us actually just do it quicker, because sometimes when I stand with the warm water on, I just like don't want to get out, and I was like, I'm really hungry and I'm tired, I just want to sit down and relax. So I've made my oats, which I'll show you. I'm gonna have that with my sleep tea while I watch Peaky Blinders and unwind for the day. So this is my oats. I've used salted caramel, protein. I've also mixed in some grated courgettes. That just provides more volume. Another way to get some greens in and just helps keep you a bit fuller. I know I'm on a diet break, but I still like to have all of the food. And then just some frozen cherries and honey on top. And then my sleep tea as well. So I'm going to sit and enjoy this, relax and unwind for the day. Thank you so much for watching another video. Please like and subscribe. If you like this, I'll know to make more videos like this. This has been a pretty busy day. Like Monday is probably my busiest work day, I would say, for both face-to-face and online clients. So yeah, I could do a day where I'm not in the gym, what I do. If that would be of interest, please let me know. And I will see you on the next one.